Hi everybody, welcome back. So today is February 11th, which is just about in the middle of quarter one. And if you remember, one of my first videos of this year was my quarter one of 2023, the goals that I have for the first 3 months of the year. And we're at the halfway point, so I thought that we could do a check-in to see where I'm at with my different goals. So you should be able to see my goals somewhere on the screen. As a refresher, I've been using Notion a lot this year, and this is the template that I made within Notion. So I had 4 different goals for this year, for this quarter, January through March. And the reason why they're broken into quarters is just to make your goals a little more achievable and like sustainable. Versus having like these huge overarching goals for the year that sound really great on paper but can be kind of intimidating and hard to implement throughout the course of the year. So you want to break them into 4s and work on them for each quarter of the year. Okay, so what were my goals for quarter one? Number 1, get closer with God. Number 2, work out 5 times a week. Number 3, pay off credit card debt. And number 4, 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So let's go through priority 1 and see how I've been doing. So I said I wanted to get closer with God, and I was going to do that through 2 different strategies. Number 1, reading the Bible in the mornings, and number 2, going to church on Sundays. Number 2 is easier to go over, so we'll do that one first. I have been doing that every Sunday that I'm in town. I have been like physically going to church. There's only one Sunday that I was out of town when I went somewhere for Martin Luther King weekend. That Sunday I didn't go to church, but every other Sunday I have physically been going to church, which is something that I have not consistently done since before COVID started. I was, during COVID, people weren't going to church, so I was listening online, which is cool, but it's something about like being in the room that I really appreciate. It hits different. I describe it as like, yes, you can listen to music in the comfort of your own home, but it's a completely different experience if you go to a concert, right? That's how I compare listening to church online versus actually going to church. But I've been doing that every Sunday, and I hope to keep that up. I see no reason why I couldn't or shouldn't. So that's going pretty well. And then strategy number 1, reading the Bible in the mornings. I started off real strong, like real strong. But the last 2 weeks have been harder for me. Like it's been harder to do my entire morning routine the last 2 weeks. And I'm not really sure why this has happened. I don't really like it because I miss doing my morning routine. I should make a video about that, but I was getting up at 5 a.m. and I was doing this whole routine before actually starting my job in the mornings. And I haven't done that the past 2 weeks, and I really miss it. And I notice the difference between me doing it and me not doing it. So today's Saturday, but come Monday, I'm going to be back on it. But when I was reading the Bible every morning, I can show you. Hold on. So I created another template within Notion. Let me know if you want a video on that. But I created this section and I'm reading the Bible from start to finish. So right now I'm in Genesis and so I have this is kind of me transferring things from when I would Bible journal in a physical Bible, but I wanted to have a digital version of it as well. That way, because I've tried to read the Bible multiple times, and I would start, something would happen, and I'd fall off for a really long time, and then I would forget everything that I read. So I was well, now I got to start all the way over. So I decided to do a digital version. That way, if I do happen to fall off, I don't have to start all the way over again. I can just go back and look at my notes and see in chapter 1 of Genesis, these are the things that happened. And these are based on the things that I think that are important to capture. So that's for chapter 1. This is what happened in chapter 3. And just going all the way through. So I've gotten all the way to chapter 18 of Genesis. A long way to go. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And then I have a VIP section. So like the very important people that I've noticed throughout the Bible. And then if I ever want to highlight something, which I'll show you in a second, but if I want to highlight something, I have this like color code of things, of topics. So that way, if I go back to my favorite verses, I've captured all of them here. And oops, I'm supposed to have a theme, which, oh yeah, so my theme, I can like connect it to the theme as well. So I can do another video that's like more in detail of how I actually set this up. But my point is that I was doing it at first, and then the last like 2 weeks I fell off. But it did make me feel like closer to God when I was doing it, which is why I want to get back into doing it. So that's the progress that I've made on priority 1. So let's move on to priority 2, working out 5 times a week. And again, similar to priority 1, I was doing it, but the last like 2 weeks, I just have not had the motivation, which is why they say like when motivation fails you, you have to have discipline, because discipline is where like discipline will kick in if you ever lose the motivation. And I lost motivation, so I need to work on my discipline. But I was doing it. So upper body workouts 3 times a week. I was doing that when I told you I was getting up at like 5 a.m. I was in the gym by 5:30, 6 a.m. And I was doing upper body Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then strategy 2, doing lower body 2 times a week, still getting up early. And then I would do lower body Tuesday and Thursday. Implementing core exercises. Once I got down like my upper and lower body workouts, by like the 3rd week of January, I was finding different like core exercises that I could do. And I was integrating that into my upper body days. So I was doing that, walking 3 days a week. So that kind of slowed down because me and my friend, we would meet up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we would go for a walk. But then she suggested, because it was a lot of like back and forth, because we don't live far away, but we were doing this like during lunch, our lunch hour. So the time that it would take to like drive there, actually do our walk, and then like drive back to our respective homes, it kind of took up like a pretty significant chunk of our lunch hour, and we would go over that lunch hour a lot. So she suggested that we walk separately Monday and Wednesday, and then Friday we walk together. And we have been doing it every Friday, but when she suggested that we walk separately on Monday and Friday, I was like, well, I don't want to do this at lunch again, like by myself, because it takes time away from my lunch hour. So instead, when I do my upper body workouts during the morning, so when I work out Monday, Wednesdays in the morning, I was like, I'll do my strength training and then do like 30 minutes of the treadmill after that. And that works the days when I'm actually going in the morning, but the days that I'm not going in the morning, I don't actually do my walk that day either. So maybe I should keep those separate and like do my strength training in the gym in the mornings, and then in the afternoons go on the walk. That way I still have an opportunity to work out twice that day. Maybe I'll do that moving forward. And then strategy 5 was pole dancing. And that's been pretty consistent, except for, well, we took like a little break, but not because we wanted to. So my friend, she puts the pole like up and down. Like she takes it down pretty often. She doesn't just keep it up in her apartment. And one day when she was putting it back up, she tightened it too tight and created like a crack in the ceiling, and then like maintenance had to come fix it. So that kind of put a stop in things for a week or two. So we didn't do it those weeks. But outside of that, we have been doing it. And we even went to like I think I told you in the last video, but I went to a pole dancing like network event, which was a lot of fun, but it was also very like intimidating because it was not just beginners, like people who were true professionals were there. And I was like, ooh, I'm not there yet. Those women are gymnasts, like they are true athletes. And I'm not there. But maybe one day. But yeah, so that's my progress on working out. Priority 3, paying off credit card debt. If you've been watching my bi-weekly videos where I do my paycheck routine, I give updates on how I'm doing with that. Hold on, let me see. So I have been paying down the credit card debt pretty steadily. I started off with about $9,500 in credit card debt, and right now I have about $6,000. So that's pretty good progress that I've made in the last like 5 weeks. I will say, as of this week, I put more expenses on the credit card. I know. Let me explain. Are you aware of what the Beehive is? So, if you are not aware, I'm a member of the Beehive. Not officially, but I call myself one. It just means that I'm a fan of Beyonce. And if you are unaware, I'm not sure how you don't know, but she released a new album last year in the summertime, and she will be going on tour this year. And long story short, I bought tickets. So I had to put that on a credit card because in order to, if you don't know, it is a complete mess to get tickets to a concert these days. Like, it's an entire ordeal on Ticketmaster. If you follow me on TikTok, I made 2 videos documenting the journey of trying to buy tickets, and you should go see those because they're pretty funny and eye-opening if you don't know what that process is like. But money-wise, I got tickets for me and my sister, and it cost more than $1,300 for 2 tickets. I know. This will be my 4th time seeing Beyonce, and tickets have never cost this much before. I don't understand it. I don't know. But about $1,300, well, more than $1,300 for 2 tickets. That's just the tickets, though. That I also got like insurance for the tickets as well, which like another $100. I don't know if I needed to get that. I was panicking because I don't know. You have like a very, very short window to buy the tickets, so I felt a lot of pressure, and I was just like, I don't know. I'll just get the insurance for the tickets. So basically, when it's all said and done, for both tickets, individually we'll be paying like $650 for the tickets. So I put that on a credit card. However, I have a sinking fund. So if you don't know, a sinking fund is like a miniature savings account for whatever you want it to be. Like, if you want to buy Christmas gifts for someone, you can create a sinking fund, and all throughout the year you put money into that sinking fund. So then November, December, when you're buying Christmas gifts, that doesn't have to come out of your like paycheck. You just go to your sinking fund and say like, oh, I have $500 in here. This is the money that I'll use for Christmas. So I've been doing that for some type of vacation. I didn't know what vacation I would do. I didn't know where I would go or what type of trip it would be. I just saved money. That money has probably been there for like 2 years at this point, and I've just been saving it for some big type of trip. And I had like $800 in there, which isn't that much money when it comes to traveling and things like that, but I had $800 and I've decided to use it for this Beyonce trip. So with that $800, that covers a ticket, and I still have to buy a flight and a hotel because I'm going to see her in Chicago. I wanted to do like a destination trip because I don't think I'll be traveling that much this year. So I wanted to make like something big out of it. So yeah, I'll be in Chicago in the summer to see her, and I'm so excited because I've never gone to Chicago before. But so yes, so $800, $650 of that is for the ticket, and then the other $150 will go towards a flight, But I want to cash flow the flight, and then also we'll have to get a hotel. So I want to cash flow that as well. I'll probably put them on my credit card just to get like the reward points, but immediately pay that money off. But that will affect the overall progress of me paying down the credit card, because I'm trying to pay that entire thing off by April 3rd. So this will slow me down. It will. But I'm kind of okay with that because I really want to go see the concert. Judge me if you want. I'm human, okay? I never said I was perfect. But yeah, so stop spending on credit card. I have done that outside of this concert. However, I just put the money on the credit card and I'm immediately going to pay that off. So it won't put me, like, I'm not digging myself even further in the hole, if that makes sense. Cutting off unnecessary spending. I've definitely done that. If you watch my budget videos every other week, I'm living pretty below my means. Then strategy 3, make more money. That hasn't really happened. I've been trying to sell things, and I sold my dining room table. Well, it's not really a dining room, more like a kitchenette table set. But I sold that for like $175. That's the biggest thing that I've sold. And I sold it because it worked fine in my last apartment, but in this apartment setup, it was like too small for the area. And even in my last apartment, I hardly ever ate at the table. So I just sold it, and I replaced it with bar stools. So, but my point is, I haven't really been making that much more money. I'm hoping, which is a good segue into priority 4, I'm hoping when this YouTube channel takes off, I can make more money from that. But that hasn't really happened yet. So let's go on and talk about priority 4, 10,000 subscribers. I currently have 5,695 subscribers, and I want 10,000 subscribers by April 1st. It sounds really delusional saying it out loud, but that's what I want. At the beginning of this year, I had 5,441 subscribers. Math-wise, it doesn't really seem like I'm going to meet the goal. It does not really seem like I'm going to meet it. However, I have been doing the strategies that I set for myself. So uploading 1 video a week. I've been really consistent with that, and I'm really happy about that. And then 3 YouTube shorts a week. I've also been doing that. This last week I did not, because a lot of things fell off this week. But outside of this past week, I have been doing that. If you go back and look at my channel, you'll see all the videos. I know a lot of the same people watch my videos every week. I don't know if y'all are also seeing the YouTube shorts, but I've been doing those as well. Strategy 2, having quality videos and thumbnails. I think that my videos have been a good quality. And then I've also been really working on my thumbnails, trying to make those more engaging so more people click to actually watch the video. Engaging with subscribers. I've been commenting back with y'all. I've been making a point to do that. And then strategy 4, promoting the channel. I haven't really been doing that. It's so hard. I feel so cringy putting my YouTube videos on my personal social media accounts and telling people hey guys, I have a YouTube channel, watch it. I don't know, it feels so cringy. And yet I see other people promoting their businesses or promoting their social media channels that they've created, and they just do it. So maybe I should just do it as well. But I don't know, it's also kind of embarrassing at the same time. And the things that I talk about are more personal. And even though I am perfectly fine talking to y'all about this, most people who I actually know in person don't watch my channel. So I don't know, it's easier to talk to y'all versus people that I've known my entire life. And then I don't know, I just it feels weird, like if they see my paycheck routine videos, and I don't know, I don't want them to like think negatively about me or think some type of way, or I don't know. That one's just harder for me to do, even though I know I should do it. It's still hard for me. So I don't know. But even though I haven't really been getting a lot of traction on YouTube, I also started posting on TikTok this year, and I'm going to be making a video talking all about that. But at the beginning of this year, I had like 300, at the beginning of this year, I had like 300 followers on TikTok. And as of today, I have, hold on. I have 21.9 thousand followers on TikTok. To be exact, I have 21,904 followers on TikTok. I posted a video, which I have pinned here. I posted a video of me touring this apartment before I moved in, and it blew up, and it has like 1.6 million views, and like gained me probably like 21,000 followers all from that one video. And then a bunch of videos after that became really popular. I did a paycheck routine that got like 63,000 views. I did a week in my life that got 57,000 views. I did a follow-up video for the apartment tour, and that got 157,000 views. A lot of other views have like more than 10,000, or sorry, a lot of other videos have more than 10,000 views. Like, what is this? Why did that one? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's crazy. TikTok is a wild place compared to YouTube. And y'all know I have been on YouTube since 2015. And like I said, I have less than 6,000 subscribers right now. I'm on TikTok, consistently posting on TikTok for like 3 weeks. A video takes off and I now have almost 22,000 followers. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It almost makes me wonder, like, have I just been on the wrong platform this whole time? But I'm not going to leave YouTube. I love YouTube. I'm never going to leave this. Well, I won't say never, because I don't know if I'll be like 50 and still making YouTube videos. But as far as like the short-term future, like, I'm not going to leave YouTube. It's just like really crazy that growth is, for me at least, is so slow on YouTube, but so fast on TikTok. It's insane. But so if I look at this as just my goal of 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, never say never. I mean, I still got like another 6 weeks to make things happen, and who knows, maybe something will go viral on YouTube for me, and the same thing that happened on TikTok will happen on YouTube. But it's just crazy that like I actually did hit this goal, but on TikTok so far. It's crazy. So yeah, I'll wrap up the video here. I just wanted to show y'all where I'm at on my goals, to give y'all an update, to give myself an update, because sometimes like you set these goals at the beginning of the year and then life happens and you kind of forget what you said you wanted to do. So it's nice to have a refresher, even for me, to realize that like, oh, you said you wanted to do this and you're not actually doing it. So do you really want to do it or not? So yeah, just an update for you, accountability for me. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. If you want to help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.